Yo, yo, yo. What's happening, people? Sorry we're a few minutes late. Me and Kelly were trying to do a few things, but what's up, Kelly?
What's up, man?
Nothing. I know with all this stuff going on, I want to be the first one to tell you happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks.
I am Irish, okay? I have my corned beef and cabbage. I almost sharded like 2 hours ago. I wasn't sure if I had corona or it was the corned beef and cabbage. I have confirmed it was the corned beef and cabbage, so everything is okay. Yes. Still need to check my pants, and this goddamn thing came up Gil's personal meeting room, so I got to figure out how to mess with that.
I'm trying to get the live stream up on my other screen, but I'm not sure where it is.
Yeah,
this is probably it right here.
Sometimes it takes a moment.
Yeah.
What is up, everybody that is out there? Sorry we were a few minutos late. We're now a lot of you guys, if you don't know, we use Zoom to record the podcast and stuff. So we started using that because that way we can stop that click and all that kind of stuff. And it ended up being better. I just have to figure out how to get the title and stuff in there. I changed it all, but for some reason it didn't come up. So once again, working through a little minor technical difficulties. We're trying to make this as good as we can for you guys, as always. You know what I mean? So just bear with us. It's getting there. Let me in order to get out of here. What are we doing? What are we doing? I got stuff open. Sign in. What the fudge is going on here? No. Exit. Home. There's the live stream. Even though it says Gil's personal meeting, just bear with us. Yes, bear with us. I'm hearing myself talk again. Okay. What is up, everybody? Real fast before we get into any conversation. We all know that I totally fucked up the whole giveaway thing. That's fine. I'm trying to make it right. Some of the prizes I had to purchase again. I got everything, but I'm trying to ship all this stuff out at one time. Guys, I'm busy enough. It's hard enough. I know I fucked up. I want to make it right. But to all you guys that won stuff, please send me your information. I got some of you did and some of you didn't. So if you're not sure, send me your name, your email, your phone number, and the prize that you won, and I can just check back between the videos. If I don't hear back from you by Friday, I'm going to ship out whatever I have, and then when the next giveaway happens, I'll throw you in there. All right? So I'm trying to make this right. I'm trying to make it up to you guys, but I'm not trying to have to make 15 trips, okay? Anyway, let's say what's up to some people real fast. Mr. Jeff Kuiper, what's up, my man? M-Tech, what's up, Mikey Mike? AG Maintenance Man, Maintenance and Repair, what is up? Miss Jessica Egan, how are you, ma'am? Tommy Stevenson, shit, I still forgot you, Tommy. I'll do it right now. Tommy asked for some information. He's trying to create a residential service agreement, like trying to figure out what to include into it and stuff like that. So
sure, I
told him I'd send him a copy of ours. Mr. Dave C. Halifax, what is up, my man? Billy Bill, what's up, buddy? HVAC Residential Basics. Rookie Refrigeration, what is up, Rook? Hoopty, what is up? What is up? HVACR Heatmaster, what's up, my man? I got your information, so you're good. I've been good, Dave. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. I hope you guys are out there surviving this whole virus bullshit. Guys, me and Kelly are going to touch base on it tonight. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about this, but we need to be careful, man. We really, really need to be careful because I do think that this is serious. And I didn't. I was one of those people, me and Kelly had talked about. I was one of those people that I was like, stating the numbers, 80,000 people a year die from the flu and nobody says anything. And all these other viruses had more affected and we didn't do all this. But between my friends in the military, my family in the government, some customers that I have, this is legit, man. It's definitely something that we have to
just the overall scare tactics of the media. That's my first thought, so I'm like, yeah, I just didn't think much of it. I mean, what's next? It's always something. So I was definitely skeptical, and I'm with Gil. I mean, we've talked about it, and it's like, this is real, this is serious, and it's getting real serious now because now they're, they just shut down schools here in Kansas. Like, they're not going back. They're going to finish their year online. I'm sure that the rest of the nation's going to follow suit because they're trying to get from what I understand, if we take these big drastic measures right now, like, the recovery will be so much faster.
Well, yes. And like people are saying, like, and I was saying it, oh, China's going back to work. Their numbers went down. Yes. But guys, listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't know the exact episode, but he has an episode with a guy. I can find out the exact one, but this guy, his job is pretty much, he's a detective for infectious diseases. He says that we need to be worried about this.
Yeah.
He said, it's just plain and simple. We need to be worried about it. He said, we're only in the beginning stages. So the numbers are they're skewed. But he said, what's going to happen to China? He's like, they did a good job of quarantining people quickly.
Yep.
But when these people go back to work, they go back on buses, trains, back to work. He's like, their numbers are going to skyrocket. I guarantee it. So real fast, I see Andrew from Service Titan, the one that we interviewed. Hey, I was trying to reach out to you, man. Email me, Andrew, at hvacuncensored@gmail.com, man. We had an issue with that that interview, bud. A bunch of stuff got messed up, and there was just no way we could put it out. So hopefully we can do it again and make it even better than the first one. So
what's up, Josh?
Yeah, we would definitely love to redo that interview with you, man. But it was sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened, but it screwed. But yeah, let me see that real fast. Let me look. It's what's the guy's name?
I know one of my guys was talking about that to me this morning.
Yeah, it's the one from last Friday. It's number 1441 with Hugo Martin. He is the corrective director of Doom. Is that the guy? Hold on, let me see if I can see the details. I'm pretty sure this is it. Internal. I think that is it. Recognize. No. I'm sorry. It's 1439. Michael Osterman. He's the international recognized expert for infectious diseases. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, just go look at that. But it's definitely a good podcast to listen to, and it makes you wonder, man. So we just want you all to be careful out there. And I know that you can't tell if someone is sick. I don't know why I'm looking over here. I have no camera over there. But I know that we can't tell if someone's sick. But guys, God damn it, take precautions and be safe, please. Don't be like I tell my guys, this is something we've never faced. So there's no rule book. There's no guideline to say this is what we got to do. So don't be afraid to ask customer questions. I have guys asking, have you been outside the country in the last 90 days? Does anybody have any respiratory issues? And, we've sent out a letter saying that we're going to do our best to be professional, that we're going to be there for them, that we're going to avoid as much contact as possible with the tablets and the signing. We'll take more verbal commitments and stuff like that. But there's no way around it, guys. So just please, well, ladies and gentlemen, just please be careful, man. This shit's crazy.
And it's liable to get a lot worse before it gets better. Let's be honest. So
It is.
this is just, they're taking drastic measures, and it's like, I text my cousin who's in Lubbock, Texas, and he was saying today they just confirmed two cases there in Lubbock. So it's it's definitely made it to Lubbock. And he's like, and I told him about our school system shutting down, because he's a middle school principal, and he's like, that's crazy, because it's not just that simple. It's not like you just shut down the school. But I don't think that, I don't think that matters. I think that just the bottom line is we got to disperse, keep people separated, stay in your homes, don't be touching and, exchanging germs, just to stop the spread as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's because we just I'm sorry, real fast. Do you guys like it better when me and Kelly are both on the screen at the same time, or if it's just the speaker view, whoever's talking? It hasn't popped up for you guys yet, but you'll see. Let me know. I can switch it back. I'm not sure. I know a lot of the other podcasts are like this. I mean, the other shows are like this, where we're both on screen at the same time. So just let me know what you guys prefer. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I was just telling Kelly, and I won't say how, just through some inside information. I don't know how true this is, so I don't want to be passing on bad information. But pretty much this thing says that pretty soon there's going to be a 1-week quarantine issued for the United States. Let me see. For all citizens, all businesses closed, everyone home. They're going to initialize the National Guard and the military. Those people were told to be packed up for at least 30 days, meaning the quarantine could be extended to at least 30 days. Told them to have their families prepared. It says they're not going to announce it until they have troops in place to prevent looters and rioters. That the president could invoke something called the Stafford Act. So I don't know what to think, people. I really, really don't, man. So we're not going to beat on this topic too long. I want you guys to be safe, be smart. Like we said last week, you need to be offering what we're doing to every customer, whether it's commercial or residential. We're offering some sort of air purification. And to be honest, a lot of people are taking it. And what we're telling them is, with everything that's going on, we want to offer this solution to every customer. If you say no, that's fine, but we just want to have documentation that it was offered. And a lot of people are cool with that. Like, no, that makes sense. But a lot of people are saying, you know what? I think I want to do this. I had a business today who has 6 rooftop units who they said, whatever you got to do, put it in every single one of them. So I know some people are like, oh, Gil, well, that's going to be opportunistic sales. So what?
So,
in business, I said this on a post that I did on social media, that business, your job as business is to fill a void, to fill a need. Right now, there's a glaring need to kill viruses, to kill, people it's in the forefront. I mean, I sell this stuff all the time, so it's not like I'm just selling it right now. And it's stuff that I use in my own home. So it's not like I'm being a hypocrite. I'm selling people stuff that I don't need. I'm just bringing it up. And now there's more of a reason. It's making it more important to customers. I think it's important all the time, but in the customer's minds, it's more important right now. So that's my feeling about it.
I agree. But what we're having problems with, I guess, I don't know if it's a problem, but we've got several bids out there, but people are really taking their time right now. Like all the ones that were on the higher tier systems, we're doing like a special right now. So it's a great deal. Like they're not going to get it for less money, but they are really taking their time. And I have to assume that it's because of what's happening. And I've heard lots of people, or seen lots of people on Facebook saying that they've had, three people call in and cancel their install or postpone their install, things like that. I mean, that's going to affect your business. So I hope that any business owners on here listening, I hope you've got, your stuff in line to the best of your ability. I don't know if any of you guys saw Weldon Long did a Facebook live yesterday at like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Central Time. But he basically said, here was the 5 things. I'll just share it with you. Cash flow is king. Like, you got to hang on to cash flow. You got to get into your accounts receivables, call those, like, collect as much cash as you can. You've got to be sure that you continue to pay payroll taxes. I mean, payroll, if people are working, yes, payroll taxes, absolutely. And then, protect your credit. Anyway, if you got loans out there, like, get those things paid first. Everything else could wait, but those are a must. Labor management, because we have employees with families who have kids who are now are left to, like, deal with trying to make sure that their kids are taken care of, right? So we've got to get a commitment and know exactly who's available to work. So we take an inventory of our labor to make sure that if we do sell some jobs and we schedule some jobs, we got to make sure that we have the people to do them. Number 3, take this opportunity, this downtime, if possible, to throw in some more training. Because the reality is we can't afford the luxury of low conversion rates this time, because calls are already slow. It's that time of year already. And this is put an even bigger damper on the calls coming in. So in most areas, I know there's some areas that are still thriving out there, but most areas, calls have subsided. And because of that, we have to maximize every opportunity we possibly can on any calls that do come in. The next thing he said is, he said, if we have half the opportunities, we got to be twice as good when it comes to any phone calls that we get.
No, that's the truth.
Absolutely. And number 4, which is what I posted a YouTube video yesterday, and this is what I was trying to get at, is we got to focus on what we control, what we can control. Like, we can't control what's happening out there. All we can control is what's happening in our little circle of influence here. So we need to focus on that and try not to focus on things that we have no control over. Yes, take precautions. Yes, be safe. Do everything that the government's telling you to do as far as, like, protecting yourself, of course. But we have to keep our minds right, focus on, our families, our employees and their families, coworkers and their families. Like, just focus on what we have control over. And number 5 was just, following up on any bids that are already out there. As long as we're allowed to do work, we still need to go get that money. So if we got any open invoices, any open, not invoices, but any open bids, any option sheets that were quoted that nobody decided to move forward with, now might be a great time to reach out to them and spur up some cash flow, because it's all about cash flow right now.
Well, let's get in and talk about real fast. I'm going to return a few comments, but then I want to get into what me and you talked about before we went live. So thank you, Rhino. I appreciate that, buddy. We appreciate you, buddy. He said, thanks for the live stream, Gil and Kelley. Denver is already taking a hit. I know, man. And I think the shit's going to get worse before it gets better, my friend. Yeah. I hear you, Zeke. I feel the same way, man. And Mr. Gary, I don't know what's gonna. I don't think martial law is going to be declared. Look up the Stafford Act. It's a little bit different. I don't think martial law is going to go in. Let's hope that doesn't go into effect. But guys, I guess how many of you? I know Zeke is a business owner. How many of you in here are business owners? Because me and Kelly were talking about, it passed the House, but it's got to go through the Senate, that this Leave Act. And I know some of you who are regular employees are going to say, this is great. This is awesome. If we get a 2-week quarantine, I can't work, that I can take off of the 2 weeks and be paid for it. That's great. Company-wise, that's not great at all. This has already been one of the worst winners that we've had on record in the 12 years that I've worked at this company. So then have to take 2 weeks with no income, nothing coming in, but we still have to pay everybody. That's not good. Although I think it's, I think it's 50 employees and under. Because 50 employees over, then you have to have some sort of sick leave in place. 50 employees and under, you don't have to. So yeah, we're fucked. I mean, what do you think about that, Kel? That's gonna.
I mean, we have sick leave in place, but that doesn't mean the company doesn't pay for it. That's not like it's not like some free money that's being paid out for sick leave. Like the company pays for it. So, but I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think about that. I know that, of course, you're going to be welcome to. I don't think they can force that upon us. I think that you're welcome to take your if you have any PTO days, or you have any vacation days, like you're welcome to take those, and I'd be happy to pay for those, because I owe those to you if you have any left. But beyond that, I agree with what you're saying, Gil. Like, this has been one of the worst winters that we've ever had. I mean, and we haven't we haven't done horrible, but that's just because we're highly trained. Like, I got a few really key team members that are highly trained. So we really maximize everything we do. And if we wouldn't do that, like last year, we didn't know the same information that we know this year. And like, it would have been extremely difficult to survive. And I know that it's being extremely difficult to survive for a lot of other companies this winter. Because they don't have, they're not maximizing every call that they get. So I don't know, man. I think that, make me,
Well, I mean, that's what almost they're going to have to do. They're going to, I mean, I don't know how they're going to do that. I've seen, my wife has read a couple articles where they said it's something they did back in World War II. And apparently they said they did it in 2001, where they sent everybody $300 or something. Like, I don't remember getting that. But they're saying where they could do, like, it could be $1,000 per person and up to $400 per child. And they would send that to every American, but they're going to take it off your taxes next year.
Yeah.
It's to kind of help reinvigorate the.
It's not going to help anything. $1,000 is not going to change your life.
No.
Like, it's not going to fix things. It's not going to right the wrongs. It's not going to help at all. It's going to be more of a burden than anything else.
Yeah. So then they're going to take it out of your taxes next year. And then the thing about the leave. So if you guys haven't heard, they're saying it passed the House of Representatives. From what I've heard, it should never make it out of the Senate. That's what I'm hoping, is that they want to pass 2 weeks of leave to every employee that works for a company with under 50 employees. That if we're quarantined and we can't work, that you can get paid for up to 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you're not getting paid, but no longer how long the quarantine is, that by law, you're guaranteed to have your job back. The other thing is that utility companies can't shut off your utilities right now. Cable company, cars repossessed. Okay, that's all fine. But what's going to happen is you're still going to owe that money. So now people are not going to work. They're going to get stuck behind, and then everything's going to be good. They're going to turn it back on, and everybody's going to be so fucking far behind. They're going to be so far in debt. So this is going to test how much money you have saved up. You have 1 month worth of bills saved up, 2 weeks worth of, you know what I mean? This is really going to hit your wallet hard. And whether that's what I keep telling everybody, check your 401k. Mine has lost $12,000. $12,000. I had to have things put into low risk so that I wouldn't lose as much money. This is the kind of stuff you guys need to be checking on. See, yeah, Rhino put it in there. Check your IRAs, check your 401k. Make sure you have money in the bank. Even if you don't get sick or no one gets affected by the virus, you're still going to feel the effects of it. That's what you need to think about. Okay. This is still going to hit the economy. It's going to hit your wallet. That's think outside the box, people. That's what you really, really need to have an eye on as well.
Yeah, we're all ready for summer, Zeke. Definitely ready for summer, man. Yeah, last summer wasn't that great.
No,
it really wasn't that great. And then, like, we're due for a really, really hot summer. But I'm just, and that's the thing, is people still need our services. That's what I've always taken pride in that. Like, we're not selling widgets and gadgets and, snake oil. Like, people have to have our services. So I think we're going to come out of this booming. Like, it's just hard to say how long it's going to last.
Just he said, Zeke said, just suspend everything now and quit the bleeding.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost feel the same way.
I know.
Just stop the bleeding. Just shut it down. Let's just fucking deal with the pain, and let's go from there. I just think there's no good answer, man. There's no good answer to this. And the sad part is I agree with what Victor Rancourt said on his Facebook group. He said, the life as we know it is never going to go back to what it was 2 months ago. Meaning that from when this gets all done, things moving forward are going to be different. How? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it works out. But things are going to be different. I mean, like right now, their supply house is saying that you can't come inside. Call them and they'll bring stuff outside to you or whatever. Like it's going to get to the point where it's like, how the fuck are we going to be able to work? How are we going to be able to do what we got to do? We're already talking about trying to maximize our efforts for each call, maximize their profits. Well, now when a guy can normally run into a supply house and grab something, and now it's going to take a fucking longer because this person's like, oh, here it is. Well, no, I didn't want that one. I wanted this one. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me run back in. Granted, we get everything delivered for the most part because I don't want my guys in supply houses, but I can just see how it's just, I don't know. It's all a shitstorm.
Yeah. Hopefully you got, like if you got to credit cards and line of credit, if you're low on cash, because we've been low on cash all winter because we had a shitty winter. So it's like, now I've cut some of the bleeding, so we're better off than what we were. So that's definitely better than what we were. But like I've got jobs still to do this week, and man, I hate to not do them. I'd hate to just shut down, but that may be what we get to. Especially if some of these people can't make up their minds and just let us come install a new system for them. So
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So sorry, I got this goddamn iPhone cord that's like, son of a bitch. Yeah. So it's just goofy times. And I really don't want to have the whole podcast be about this podcast, whatever the fuck this is, live stream, be about the whole, virus and stuff like that. It's scary, man. It is scary. I just want all you guys to be safe. I do want to ask this question. Do any of you know anyone personally who has been affected by this virus?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Do you know, not like somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, like, do you know anybody personally? As a matter of fact, I'll even take that, but be honest, because I've not talked to one person that knows anybody. So I'm just curious. Yeah. Rhino says it's 2008 times 10.
Yeah. As far as this, it would be a good time to start a business after this is over.
Yeah. Maybe I can get a better deal on my house now.
Hey, you might be able to.
You will not even let any contractors on our property or family members. Yeah. I went to one. Rookie, what's up, buddy? I went to one. It's a big account that I've talked about. It's a senior living place and all that kind of stuff. I went there to do something to double check a ductless system, and they're taking everyone's temperature as you walk in. If your temperature's over 100 degrees, they won't let you in. And this is that place where like senators and all those people, like this is where their elderly go. This is like an armed facility. It's a 3-tier facility. Yeah, and they take your temperature because at first it was kind of a cool day, but sometimes I still wear my beanie just because I just wear it,
Yeah, yeah.
And she did the one where she shot my forehead. So wearing the beanie, it was making my head a little bit warmer. And she's like 99 degrees. She's like, that's the highest we've had all day. I'm like, I'm wearing the beanie. I'm like, why don't you actually take my temperature?
Right.
Like, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I'm like, you're supposed to be a nurse. I'm like, yes, it's gonna make a fucking difference. You took my regular temperature and it was like 98.1. I was like, boom, bitch. You know
right.
what I mean?
In your face.
Trying to make me feel like, started looking at me funny, like, oh my God, that's the highest we've had all day. So it's crazy. My friend's a janitor at the school that had a confirmed case. Oh man. Yeah. So like Kelly said, schools are still closed here. They were closed for 2 weeks. We know they're going to be closed. Locally, they're saying it could be closed. They're going to do it for 8 weeks. So I don't know. It was funny. I saw a post on Instagram that said HVAC hacks. It said to have your little infrared gun out and every house you go to shoot the customer in the forehead.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we'll start doing. Yeah, we're still doing service. I hate to say it, but right now it's yeah, almost, Randy. Never know. I was gonna spread the cheeks on the counter and be like, boop. Use K-temp probes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just using the infrared. I'm gonna start walking the customer's house and shoot them in the head. Like, you're over 100. Go fuck yourself. Not coming in. I don't know. We'll see. I know I got all my neighbors asking me, and they're like, "Oh man, can you install one of those things in my house?" I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to check some of your comments. To retirement homes we service. Yeah, Bill. I get it why they're doing it. They have an obligation to protect their tenant. So I understand. I had no problem with it. Andrew from Service Titan, you still in here? I know he was in here earlier. Yeah, it's let's see, hold on. My kids are getting geared up for distance learning. Yeah, some of the private schools are doing that online stuff around here. But what's up, Texas? But being around Baltimore and inner city, they said they can't do that because not every child has internet, which I find hard to.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe too.
But I guess I understand. They have opened up. We have one that's actually right down the street of this community center where they're with some of these kids that are out. A lot of parents, especially if they're low middle class, they rely on their kids eating 2 meals a day at school.
Right.
So they're having these centers where they're providing 3 meals. If you're 18 and under, you can go there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they'll give you a pre-prepared meal. And you just, you take it and go home. So Noah, my son's chunky ass, he'll be down there. He'll be eating all my food and then going down there and getting seconds.
Let's talk about CRMs. How's Service Titan going?
It's good. It's a beefy program.
Definitely.
We know that. So the onboarding process has been a little rough. Trying to get some things done. We're making leeway. We had some issues with our representative that was on vacation, and we kind of lacked some support there for a little bit. I think it's getting better. So I'm not talking bad, Andrew. Just saying. I think it's getting better, but I do love it. I'll tell you one thing that we've noticed in the first couple of weeks. Well, the second week. Is guys stopping at a gas station 15 minutes, 15 minutes every day. You add that up over a year's span, that's like having an extra 6 weeks of vacation. Guess what? I don't want to pay for that. My boss doesn't want to pay for that. I don't care if you stop, if you go to a gas station, but guess what? Punch the fuck out. Sit there and smoke your cigarette, bullshit with the person at the gas station about the virus or whatever the hell it is you do. When you're heading to your call, punch back in and dispatch yourself. That's a lot of money. So now just something little, we're able to track where money is going. Our conversion, granted, we don't have a high number of calls, but just seeing what guys are offering, how they're offering it, all the phone calls are recording. I'm going through all the recordings and listening to their interactions with the customer. I'm listening to the office's interaction when the first call comes in, making sure that we're capturing it. So it has so much stuff. I'm definitely in love with it. I just, like I told you, I think once this onboarding process is done and everything is set up, then I can finally relax, take a deep breath, and go from there. But this, this is a very expensive process we did in a not very good time. So yeah, not a very good time.
Yeah, no. first of all, absolutely, you got to monetize everything. And that's what you're doing. When you just sit down and think like, how much does this cost? And that's what we did. We were doing company meetings every Monday morning, and they weren't productive, like we're just rehashing the same shit all the time. And
Oh, we do them once a month now.
yeah, we switched to every other Monday. So once every 2 weeks, and they're way more productive. And when you add it up, just everybody sitting in a meeting for 45 minutes to an hour, like once, two more Mondays out of the week, it was costing us like, I don't know, it was $2,000 a month, something like that. So when you add it up, it adds up really fast. So that's whatever, $24,000 a year,
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of places that don't pay for training.
Yeah.
You come in, we're giving you the tools to be better, and they don't pay for it. We haven't done that. I'm not sure, how I would implement that or how I feel about it. But part of me is like, if we're going to give you the training to make you better so you can make more money,
it ought to be on you. I know.
Yeah. But
I get that.
Then guys don't show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're looking for, I'm with House Call Pro and have been for quite a while. And I was with Service Titan for a little bit. And for about a year, I think we were on Service Titan, and we had a rough winter. This was like 2 winters ago, rough winter. And I was like cutting expenses because I had to preserve my cash flow, and Service Titan had to go because we just weren't utilizing it. We were doing the same thing in Service Titan that we do in House Call Pro. And if you're going to pay that much money for that program, like you need to be utilizing it. And we weren't.
Yeah.
So
you definitely have to. I agree. If you're not using all the reporting features that it uses, then it's a waste.
Yeah. So I did a deal with ThermoGrid, extremely cool platform, extremely, and I also did Field Edge, and I had done a Field Edge demo before, but I can't remember anything about it. So I went ahead and did another one, and I got, I'm leaning towards Field Edge, because I like the cool front. I know some of you guys are probably like you have used Cool Front before, but it's a flat rate pricing system. The prices are updated daily. Are you familiar with it, Gil?
I've heard of it. I've never actually used it, but I know what it is. Yeah.
Well, they integrate directly with Field Edge, and you get their price book. So it's like, boom, you got a price book. Once you set up your hourly rate with them, which they'll help you do. So that's the way I'm leaning so far. Yeah, it's more money, definitely. But I spent like $3,700 on call cap, having my phone calls recorded and listened to so they could be rated, so we know what our booking rate is. Well, this kind of does that naturally for you. So I could immediately ditch that, and then I could immediately ditch House Call Pro, which is $3,000 a year. There's $6,500. There's half my year paid for, because it's going to be somewhere around a little over $1,000 a month, which is pretty. I mean, that's for five technicians. I've got 5 technicians, 2 helpers. Me, I don't really count me, but I will need to be one of the users, and then general manager and 2 office girls. So we're kind of heavy on staff in the office. No. Yeah. But one of the things that we've come to realize, we got to track so many more things, and we track a lot right now, but it's all longhand. Like we're tracking everything by hand. And so we just need something to track it for us. So
I don't know much. I don't know much about them. Guys, just so you know, we are representing sponsorship with ThermoGrid. ThermoGrid is a very, very good program. I think they have their pluses and they have their negatives. I think they're very good for the cost. So I'll say that. Like, we're always going to be honest with you. I mean, Service Titan really wasn't my choice. It was my owner's choice, my boss's choice. I'm not going to say no.
You keep saying it. You've been saying that for too many years, I think.
Yeah, it was my boss's decision. He kind of came out with that, and we got some kickbacks back from carrier, so that's why we chose that. But if you guys are out there looking for a CRM, definitely check out Thermogrid. Tell them that me and Kelly from the HVAC Uncensored podcast sent you. I think that they do a lot of features and a lot of things at a
Break
really
'em-
good cost. I think the only issue that a lot of people had is it's browser based. Correct? There's no app for it.
Correct.
I think that's one of the biggest things that people had. So
I am definitely top heavy in the office right now. There's two girls in the office that help with anything needed. Like one pulls permits, dispatches, answers phones. The other one makes less money. So they're not very expensive.
hey,
But
real fast, you hear this? Zeke said, "Field
Yeah.
edge never." Okay, did you see that? Sorry.
Yeah, I did. You were talking. I was gonna say you're busting my balls, Zeke. You're breaking.
Hi, Miss Susie.
Breaking my
Sorry.
balls. You're breaking my balls. So, yeah, Susie says never cared for Field Edge, like Service Titan.
Well, Service Titan.
I've had Service Titan.
There's no reason not to like Service Titan. It's the price and what you're gonna do with it. Nobody ever used Service Titan and said they didn't like it.
Right.
It was either they weren't using it to its full potential, or they couldn't afford it, or both. Service Titan is definitely the best there is. Nobody will debate that. It's also 4 or 5 times more expensive than all the other ones too. So that's
and we get a discount because I'm part of Praxis, so I may reach out to them. I spent so much time in that damn program that I just don't want to go back to it.
Yeah. Well, you get a discount for training
just
too.
getting it set up. And well, I won't because I didn't choose that as one of my things.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Yeah. So it's too late, but I definitely want to track more, and I'd like to make this be my final decision. I'd like not to have to switch again.
I have to disagree with you, Rhino, where he said it only takes one girl for a 5-man operation. I mean, we're more than a 5-man operation right now, but maybe parts of the year you can get away with it. But if you really want to provide top-notch service, you want those girls to be on the phones, actually capturing every call and doing all the little things. Definitely using a CRM helps because it definitely cuts down on data entry, at least how for us it did. But
the ratio is 3 to 1.
Yeah.
For every 3 technicians, there should be one person in the office.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because especially in the summertime or like a really, really busy winter, when that phone gets ringing, there's no way one girl can keep up. There's just no way.
That's what different places say. I mean, one of my coaches told me that, and I've read it online before, one of the blogs or something, from one of the CRM field service software companies had listed that for 3 to 1 too. So I think that's probably what it should be. And I'm definitely not, we're definitely heavy.
Sorry, moving my screen around. Yeah, well, like I've told you, I think that we're on opposite ends. I think that we don't have enough,
Yeah.
We kind of have our triangle small, it's pretty much me, Mike, Christina. We keep that triangle small, but it's worked. So we've kind of left it alone. What is Texas saying? There's no such thing as industry standard. Says who? The industry? Is that the industry standard that says there's no industry standard, Texas? I challenge you to think about that. No, I get what he's saying. There's no industry standard.
Yeah.
He's right. I mean, there's every situation is different. No 2 companies are the same. So what are you laughing at?
I think. I'm just reading these comments.
Oh, don't have like a booger in my nose or something. You were looking at me. What did I miss? You missed everything, Jeff. We had a 35-minute coronavirus talk that we told everybody the cure to it, and you fucking missed it. Damn it, Jeff. Just kidding. Real fast, once again, for some of you that weren't here earlier, I know that I fucked up on the giveaway shipping stuff out. All of you, I had to buy some of the things again because I shipped everything to one person. That one person made out like a fucking bandit. I told that person to keep them. Everybody else, if you won something, I know that one giveaway's been a little bit, the one before I went to AHR, but please email me again. I need your name, your address, a telephone number, and what you won. I'm trying to ship everything out at one time, including last week's winners. I don't want to make a bunch of trips. I'm not going to make a bunch of trips. So come Friday, I'm going to ship this stuff out with all the information that I have. Once I get the HVAC Uncensored shirts that I ordered, all the people from the one giveaway that had to wait, I will give all of you a free shirt as my apologies for taking so long. All right. The rest of you, it's fucking $25.95, bitches. All right, where were we? I licked a toilet lid. I know.
Yeah.
I can show you the integration with Profit Rhino. What's Profit Rhino? Why does that sound familiar?
It's a flat rate service software.
KC said, I still didn't get my giveaway since Gil did a podcast with John Israel. Hey, KC, we've already mentioned and bashed me last week that I'm a horrible shipper. Thanks for rubbing it in. What did you win again? You know, the funny thing is, it's funny you say that, Casey, because I was cleaning out underneath of my seat and I found this white prepackaged envelope that I think was Casey's. It wasn't like a prize. It was sending him some of those things I got for like fan motors and stuff. Some of like those like sheets that tells you a bunch of stuff. So yes, I'm still buying a house. And I'm being very picky, man. The house that we want is a lot of money. I mean, we're talking, $500,000 plus. I mean, I'm not saying that to, look at me. I'm just saying that it's something we've been saving up for a long time, and we want to make sure it's right. We don't want to settle. I'm not just going to buy something to buy something.
And don't buy something that's in over your head, man. You do not want to be like house poor.
No, we're not going to do that.
Don't do it.
We're just trying to find something that's going to be comfortable for us. The fact that we need space. I need a studio. I got 4 kids. My mom is with us. We want her to have her space. So just going through the process, man. Yeah, Dave, I got to be picky, man, because I want to, if I'm going to be paying on this thing for the next 30 years or whatever the loan ends up being, I want to know what it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, Jeff. Send me your information again. That's what happened, man. I screwed up shipping, and I'll just say it again. I screwed up shipping, and actually this wasn't my fault because I know I wrote all the addresses down, but the lady at the post office shipped them all to one person. So one person got everything. That wasn't my fault. They realized it was not my fault, and they actually refunded me money for all the packages. So I used some of that money to buy some new products. Like I had to buy that field piece meter again. A couple of things I had to buy again. So that's what happened, man. But yeah. And plus I got some of those new stickers back in. So I got you, Jeff. Yeah, man. A house is for a long time, and I want it to be. This is the house that I want to raise my kids in. So school district has a lot into play. Like my oldest son's like, oh, well, just send me to private school. There's a school called Spalding around here that my nephew went to. Okay, my brother makes $250,000 a year, and his wife makes, $100 and something $1,000. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not spending $25,000 a year for this private school. I'm like, sorry, bro. I'm not doing that. Jeff Kuiper said he won a 12-pack of Bud Light. He hasn't seen it yet. First of all, you know that I wouldn't lie, Texas. Okay. And I use my own money for the cocaine and hookers because you were there. All right. Texas. You got to come back on the podcast, Texas.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to be a guest like soon.
Yeah. We'll send you our link because we're fucking professional now. We have a scheduling software. So we'll see when we can fit you in, Texas. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I want to get him back on. I still want to get Matt Mitchell. Some people that, these guys are friends of ours, man, that their businesses are booming, man. They're doing good. Just from when we talked to them last time till now, these guys they're crushing it. So, me and Kelly have decided podcast wise, we're going to try to limit some of these companies that we talk to. Unless it's a sponsorship or something. Well, I'll ask you guys. We feel like the shows that do best are technicians or business owners talking about their stories, and we all interact. I don't know. They seem to be doing the best. Some of these companies are okay, depending if the person is forthcoming with information. But some of these ones, it's just kind of a sales pitch for them. And me and Kelly really don't want to be giving away free publicity. So
I think we should start charging. If you want to come on, like it's, we'll do it. It's $250 or $300 or $400 to come on, and we'll talk all about your product and we'll sell it.
Yeah. We'll still be honest though. So if you come on, you got a shit product and I know it's shit, don't even book because it's not going to go well for you. Because I'll still publish it. So yeah, I don't know. We're trying to change some things. We're trying to get some things better. We had a bunch of issues with last week's where things just didn't happen. We had some audio issues that didn't work out, and the parts that were good were not the best part of the podcast. Andrew was in here. Andrew's an awesome guy. We just couldn't get Andrew to talk much. And when he did open up, the audio was fucked up. So we're gonna have to get Andrew back on, and second time will be a charm. But
we could pay Jeff $500 and we can talk to him.
Oh, dude, that's good, man. $250 or 3 packs of TP.
Right. Yeah, I saw somebody post something like it's like HVAC techs in 2020. It's like it'll be three chicken breasts.
Oh yeah. How much they're charging?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 cows, 3 pigs, 14 chicken breasts, and 3 rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get shitty comments.
Running service needs addressing.
What do you mean, Rhino?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Specify what you mean, bud. We're about time because we started late, so 10:15. Just so you know, now that Kelly's in here, we're gonna go an hour. When that hour mark goes, you're gonna hear this, and we're gonna start saying goodbye if we're in the middle of talking something or not. So we're probably not gonna be able to jump into something. So
3 minutes left.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just all my controls geeks. If you need an emergency, fill in.
Gotcha.
Hey Jeff, we can talk about that, man. Guys, don't ever think that we need awesome. Thank you, Miss Susie. I think I already had your information, Miss Susie. You're not one of them. So I know you've been waiting patiently forever. Thank you for being so cool, Miss Susie. All of you that have been waiting. So just please send me your information on what you won, because I'm gonna ship out all the information that I have Friday. I even got my mom that's gonna help me. Double and triple check that I got the addresses correctly. I'm sending the right shit to the right people. But if I don't have your information, and I know you won, I know it's my fault, but you gotta help me out here. So if I don't have it, then I'm not going to ship it. So, but all right, let's go a little early. Let's start closing this thing out, my buddy.
I feel like we're going to start a video or something when you play that. Yeah.
Okay, stop.
You guys already know. I mean, like, don't be Don't be shaking hands out there, like protect yourselves, because this is definitely real. So take it seriously. I'm sure most of you guys are, but if you're like me and you just didn't take it seriously up until like 2 days ago, then and you're still not taking it seriously, well, it's time to take it seriously. Just protect yourself. Be safe out there. And like Gil said, now's the time to try and sell some indoor air quality products. Any house you get into, the problem is with us is that the temperature is like, 55 degrees outside. So nobody's saying shit. Nobody's calling for shit. And because of that, we're not getting a bunch of service calls to go actually, sell any indoor air quality products. But anyhow, yeah. I came to fix your furnace.
Yeah. Somebody order a pizza. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Hold on, let me find the. Wrong answer, Bob. That's what my butthole sounded like earlier. Corned beef and cabbage will do that to you.
Anyhow, guys, we'll see you later. Have a good night.
Yes, thank you guys, man. We appreciate you. Be safe out there, man. You guys know if you need us, you can email us, hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Check us out on all of our social media platforms. Just a quick little side note. Some of these live streams, some of the questions is going to be what color the band is to my Apple Watch. If you guys don't notice, it's different. I change them all the time. So just something to think about for the future. But happy St. Patrick's Day. I am, to my fellow Irishmen, my grandmother's maiden name is O'Brien. That's about as Irish as you can get.
McKay is very Irish.
Yeah. So the corned beef and cabbage was yummy, but having too much fun to stop now. Yeah, we're just trying to keep these on a borderline. But yeah, man, thank you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. You know that. Stay tuned. I do have a video coming. I'm almost done. I'm really trying to step up the production. So when I put them out, you guys will notice when it comes out. You're going to see that it's different. So it's going to be Uncensored State of the Nation. It's going to explain what me and Kelly have decided to do with the channel or channels moving forward. But you'll notice that the production value is going to be up a little bit. All right. I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys. Don't forget to send me your shit for all the prize winners. I love you guys. Why do I keep looking over there? The comments are on this screen, so I keep looking over there, and I have a camera here and a camera here, and I'm looking that way. So
my comments are over here. That's why I keep looking over there.
Oh, bastards. So, all right, party people. I will see ya. Oh, hold on. Don't say anything, Kelly. We'll ruin the ending. There we go. Stay. Shh. Shh.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Or email us anytime at HVAC.
We're not really here.
@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this
fucker down.
The views and opinions on the HVAC Uncensored podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.
Love you guys. Be safe. We'll talk at you next week, mofos.
Peace.
Hold on, it's not letting me stop this thing. I'm just gonna end this meeting. I'll call you, Kelly.
All right, later. Bye.